Hey everybody, it's your girl Sin Stacks from blackmedia.com, back with my weekly wrap up and the latest news, real news, celeb news, gossip, and all of that good shit. I want to thank you guys for tuning in this week to hear me talk my shit and also put you on to the latest. Now, I don't want to waste any time as I didn't drop a video last week, and definitely a lot of hot topics and shit to talk about, so let's head straight into it. I want to start off with the shit show that is being called the Met Gala. Okay? And I'm sure I'm not the only one, but I don't see y'all doing it, so I'm going to go ahead and do it. The Met Gala took place several days ago this past week. It's an annual charity event. It's not a fashion show for a lot of you who don't know, okay? This is annual, so happens every year. Of course, all of your favorite celebrities and maybe some that you don't like pop up. And they pop out. They try to see who can go over the top with the most craziest gown, dress, suit, because men obviously do attend. But let's head into it because it was such a shit show. I don't even know who to start with. Lizzo was in the motherfucking building, and I don't know what she was wearing, but her dress definitely did not fit her. She is the hot topic. A lot of people have been getting at her. Now, it's not because of her size, because a lot of people will say that, and maybe she'll say it herself that people are coming for her because she's obese. Girl, it's not about that. I'm not skinny my motherfucking self. It's about the fact that you wore a dress that, to me, looks like a condom that was cut off the top. A really brown condom, and then, like, the bottom is the part where you roll up. It did no justice for her. I don't know who let her really go. She couldn't even fucking walk. She was a fart away from exploding. She really fucking was. She was a fart away from exploding, and the dress that she was wearing. And then on top of her head, the hat, it was so fucking horrible. It did no justice for her. I would have liked to see her with her hair down. That would have been nice. Maybe that wet, long, kind of wavy, not like mine's is, because I got to wash my shit later. But yeah, I don't know what the fuck Lizzo was wearing, all right? Let's move on to a few other people who decided to show up and did nothing. They tried to be so over the top that they fucking did nothing. Let's talk about Doja Cat, okay? Now, by the way, all right, for the charity, at the Met Gala, every year there is a theme. And I think I just spit. There is a theme, all right? And this year, the theme was flower in the garden, okay? All right, let's keep it as just flowers, right? Let's just say that. So a flower in the garden, flowers, but that was the fucking theme, was flowers, all right? Shout out to Usher and shout out to Bad Bunny, who actually stuck with the fucking theme. And of course, the females had to go and fucking destroy it. Doja Cat shows up to the Met Gala on the red carpet, tries to be so over the top, right? And remember, I just remind you guys of what the fucking theme was. Doja Cat calls the next to break, right? Because of her outfit. I think she found any excuse to show her ass and her tits. This bitch showed up to the red carpet in a wet t-shirt. A wet white tee, okay? And had the audacity to put just so much energy into her. When they were interviewing her and asking her what was like the motivation behind her wearing this, and she just said some fucking cliche bullshit that was like, girl, please, just shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. You were trying to just show your ass and your tits. She showed up in literally a wet t-shirt. And then during the whole time, I don't know, of course you guys noticed, okay? It was very, like, obvious. And then when she came out with the towel, she did the same thing. How fucking tacky. During the whole time, she had to, like, hold one of her tits with her hand as she was taking pictures at the Met Gala. Obviously, at the fucking Met Gala. While she was there, like, holding her shit and, like, trying to be all serious with the, pre-sneeze look, flaring the fucking nostrils. She looked so fucking tacky. She tried to do so much that she actually didn't do nothing. And it looked so fucking stupid. There was no theme whatsoever about her fucking wet white t-shirt. Nothing. Not even her fucking makeup. I didn't see not one flower. Not even if it was sketched in or drawn with a fucking marker. So yeah, Doja Cat, she definitely gets it for showing up to the Met Gala in a wet white t-shirt trying to be so over the top that she wasn't, and wasn't even sticking with the fucking theme. Horrible. Next up, of course, we got to talk about Kim Kardashian. Kim Kardashian talking about trying to do so much to do so less. A lot of people are making reels and making fun of her for an interview that she did at the Met Gala. She showed up in an all metal dress. She was supposed to wear high heels, and I saw in a video that she chose not to because her and her team were imagining the worst. What would happen if her shoe got caught in her metal dress, and God forbid. But yeah, Kim Kardashian showed up in a metal dress and a gray sweater, and I guess it was just to simmer down the high fashion that was coming, from the metal dress. And oh my God. So they go and they interview her, and she just gave this answer, and people making reels about this. It's so hilarious, you guys. If you haven't seen the reels, and people just making these videos mocking her, I mean, she deserves it because it's so fucking stupid. She was being interviewed, and of course they were asking her like what was behind the look, the dress, and the designer, and all this shit. And she comes out and she says, how basically the look, that she wants to present to us is basically her in a backyard and just running to go get her man's jacket, or she said sweater, and running through the backyard. And I'm just like, oh my God, bitch, if you don't shut the fuck up, with this fucking bullshit, it's just a lot of celebrities, what they tend to do, and this is what Kim K was trying to do. This bitch, she really lost her marbles too. She was trying to, she wants people to think that she's just so normal and, the girl next door, and, I'm just like you. And no, you're not. You're not. You're not just like me. You're not. So please cut that fucking phony ass bullshit out. Running through the backyard and a yard, and you're with your man, and just grabbing his sweater, and the winds and the fucking flies, and a butterfly took a shit in your hair, but it was glitter. Girl, please. Hot mess, right? One of the biggest, hottest messes, though, because of not of what she was wearing, but because how she was acting, was Cardi B. You know that I was going to fucking bring this up. Who hasn't, right? She has been a hot topic since the Met Gala. Why? Because she was so disrespectful and not mentioning at all the designer of the gown that she rocked to the Met Gala. So the disrespectfulness was like beyond a fucking 100. From 1 to 100, it went over the scale. So Cardi B shows up to the Met Gala. She shows up in this huge black gown, not a dress, a black gown, right? Of course, she wants all attention on her. Who else is there, by the way? Nicki Minaj was in the motherfucking building. Cheer. Nicki was in the building. They did not fight with each other. Cardi B did not leave with another knot on her forehead because these women, want to be getting at each other. That didn't happen, right? So that's amazing. That's great. So whatever. Nicki, I got nothing bad to say about her. Loved her dress, by the way, and she actually stuck to the theme. Flowers, rose. She stuck with it. Very nice, very simple. She didn't try to be so over the fucking top where it was shit. Back to Cardi B. She shows up. She needed like 20 fucking men to help her with her dress. It was like, oh my God. It was crazy. I think she even answered, she was even talking to somebody on the phone during this whole time. So all eyes are on her. Oh my God. Big ass black gown. 25 fucking men helping her with this dress. And then she proceeds to go down, of course, after that, proceeds to walk in. And everybody, of course, wants to know, who is she wearing? What's the name of the designer? And this bitch really came out, and she's catching a lot of backlash for this because of how she answered. A lot of people are saying that it's fucking racist, beyond disrespectful, whatever, to Asians or whatever. She came out, and when they asked her, like, who made the dress, she had the audacity to say, they're Asian. They're Asian and stuff. Like, they're Asian and stuff. And people were like, what the fuck? She couldn't say the designer's name. The designer's name is Sen Lee. Okay, Sensenlii. That's his last name. Of course, a very unique name, but you know what I'm saying. If you would have just practiced for a few seconds, it wouldn't be that fucking difficult. So of course, she went and caught a lot of backlash because she was describing the designer as, first of all, she's using plural. She's like, they're Asian and stuff. Like, it's not they, it's one man who went and made the dress. So sweetie, that's singular, okay? That's not plural. Now, and I dropped out when I was 16, got my GD at 17, went to community college at 19. So, yeah, nothing special about me. So, everybody was getting at her, the designer's team. He was in shock. He was like, wow, like this bitch couldn't even fucking mention me or even try. Like, I made the gown that she's wearing, you know what I'm saying? So, anyways, she goes on Instagram Live, of course, to defend herself. And Cardi basically says a bullshit fucking lie, ridiculous. She comes out and she says that basically she forgot to mention the designer. She forgot to mention the designer, but then a few seconds later she was talking about how it's complicated. Bitch, just get to the point. It's complicated. You can't fucking pronounce the name, but you want to be rocking somebody's fucking gown and you want all this attention and stuff like that. Like, that shit is crazy. It takes like a few minutes for you to pronounce it. And if you pronounce it wrong, let's say she would have pronounced the designer's name wrong, it's like, okay, so what? At least he fucking tried. The bitch didn't pronounce nothing. Not one word, not a fucking syllable of the name, shit. So, whatever. That was Cardi B's excuse. Cardi B totally disrespected the designer, sensibly that she was wearing. She disrespected his former art that she was wearing on her body by not mentioning him. And then she was throwing shots to the former director of Vogue. I forgot his name, but he definitely went on social media getting at her like, damn, bitch, that's disrespectful. One of the people who went on social media in the fashion industry to get at her. And she was like, yeah, and that's why you're the former, this and that. So it was like, pipe down, girl, damn. Like, she was really trying to get at people. Basically, she feels that she brought the dress. She doesn't have to give credit to nobody. You're wrong. Yeah, you're wrong. Next time, learn how to pronounce the name, okay? It's not that hard, Nana. It's not that hard. Maybe you'll understand if I talk like that. You bringing the X out in me. Maybe she'll understand that. So, anyways, we're gonna get off. We're gonna get off Cardi B, the Met Gala. These are just a few of the people. Like I said, shout out to the two men that I did shout out that showed up to the red carpet for actually sticking with the theme and all that good shit. But ladies, you did a horrible fucking job. You really did. Moving on to other news, really crazy. Wow, moving on to other news. The latest that I will tell you guys, we can start with that before I started my video, was the hot topic of the day is Diddy's son. Diddy's son, King Combs, came out with a diss track aimed at 50 Cent. Whoa, little boy. Oh my God. Your father's not about that life, and neither are you. You're very privileged, grew up with a lot of money. But he went and he was basically getting at everybody who is, now using the term no Diddy, talking about everybody could suck his dick and all this. And it was like, ooh, language. Where do we talk like that? You young privileged man who wants to walk in the footsteps of his father. He done stole every fucking thing from his father. I think Diddy did that to him, made him rap like him, look like him, and have this 90s flow in 2024. And obviously his music career is not going nowhere. But anyways, yeah, King Combs went and got at 50 Cent for getting at his father. He spoke about the trials and tribulations that his father is going through with these sexual allegations, even down to him, because he was accused. I put the story up on blackmedia.com. He was accused of wilding on a yacht and doing something to a stewardess. If I have that, her position, correct or whatever like that. So yeah, so King Combs, Diddy's son, decided that he wanted some war today. Oh, how sweet. That's really cute. And he got at Diddy. Now, because of all this, by the way, Meek Mill, not Diddy, Meek Mill and 50 Cent are now going at it. They're on Twitter, and, Meek Mill doesn't shut the fuck up. He doesn't shut the fuck up. He just keeps on going and going, and it's like, oh my God, y'all done made him, like, go even further, and now he really won't shut the fuck up, and it's all because of 50 Cent, saying like, listen, basically, that's your man's, and so basically, yeah, 50 Cent, Meek Mill, they're going at each other on Twitter, hitting low blows. Meek Mill is getting at 50 Cent after 50 was like, with the gay jokes and all this shit, basically saying that Diddy is Meek Mill's lover and all that stuff. He be going into everybody. He's a big bully. Meek Mill and 50 Cent, yeah, they're getting into it, like I said on Twitter, but Meek Mill took it there. Of course, he went and he brought up the a strange relationship that 50 has with his son, his oldest son, because he has two of them, but his oldest son, and went in and was like, that's why your own son don't fuck with you. So yeah, so they're getting into it on Twitter. I went and posted it up on Black Media. Follow me on social media if you're not. Just really crazy. One thing led to another. King Combs, Diddy's son, drops this diss track, right, aimed at 50 Cent, and then in the midst of all of this, Meek Mill starts going back and forth with 50 Cent. Now he's never going to shut the fuck up, even though, according to him, he's on the island with his son for his son's birthday and his son's friends. But we're going to move on to other stuff, a little bit more serious. Drake's bodyguard was shot. Really crazy. So that happened several days ago. It actually happened on Tuesday around 2 a.m. in Toronto, where Drake has one of his mansions. His bodyguard was shot. He caught a gunshot wound to his chest. I put the story up on blackmedia.com. And what police are saying was an alleged drive-by shooting. So this is really crazy. The suspect that was there, according to police in Toronto, he fled on foot. I'm thinking that he had a whip parked up the block or something like that. Somebody was definitely waiting for him. Now, he was taken, the bodyguard, described as a 48-year-old man. His job is basically to protect Drake's mansion in Toronto. We know probably one of his many mansions. But yeah, really crazy. So this was a drive-by shooting. He caught, like I said, a gunshot to the wound, was taken to the hospital with serious injuries. I will keep you guys definitely updated on that. I haven't heard if he died or anything like that. I haven't heard if the suspect has been arrested. But like I said, I will keep you guys updated on that, as I always do on the site. Where you definitely have to go. But yeah, really, really crazy. Of course, a lot of people are joking around and saying it was Kendrick. No, and I'm really happy that this beef between both of them is dying down, because it has me so fucking sick and tired. The diarrhea that's fucking coming out of my mouth. I can't deal with this whole Kendrick and Drake shit. I've seen beef that was worse and better. Please. When Drake was beefing with Pusha, that shit was like really crazy. When he dropped the bomb that Drake had a son. That, you know what I'm saying? That Adonis was alive and belonged to Drake. Like, that was like, oh shit. This shit I'm not going for. But yeah, really crazy. Drake's bodyguard, 48 years old, shot in his fucking chest. And, we'll see what happens. Who's the suspect? What was the motive? And all of that good stuff. Crazy. Another story that I find crazy too is this teacher. There's this male teacher, okay? And I want to talk about it. Like I said, guys, it's not always about celeb news and gossip. Obviously, if you go on my site, you would know that. Or if you know what the fuck I do. But this teacher is going viral. And the reason why he's going viral is because he posted a video on TikTok, a TikTok video showing a few of his female students who are probably 10, 11, 12 years old, taking his braids out while he's sitting down in a chair because he had a hair appointment. All right, so this is going viral. He goes by JAQ Lee, JAQ capital, and Lee on TikTok, and he's facing a lot of criticism from a lot of people that are like, what the fuck? What's going on? How is this teacher sitting here on a chair, and he's got his students, his female students at that, taking his braids out? Like, what the fuck is going on? And I agree with them. I really do agree with them. This is a classroom and you're a teacher, okay? And this is not, these students are not just servants, first of all. Second of all, who gave you permission to put their identities up? They're minors. Who the fuck gave you permission to record these kids and put them up on social media? You know, like who do you think you are? You got them doing this. Your job is to fucking teach. That's what your job is. Your job is not to be sitting there cool and relaxing and motherfucking maxing, and you got students taking your braids out and stuff like that. Really fucking crazy. He calls them his best friends. Quote, that's what he called these female students and his best friends. Uh, Applauding them for showing good behavior in classroom and all this shit like that. But really crazy. So yeah, the video has gone viral. Viral. I don't know if you guys have heard about this, but it's really fucking crazy. Like, I don't understand, and I see this a lot. I be seeing this on Instagram and shit like that. And yes, I do leave comments, whether it's my personal page or whether it's Black Room Media. But I do comment when I see teachers trying to make it seem like it's all about the students and stuff. But you just want to shine and you want to be seen and stuff. And I look, and they're recording the kids and putting the kids' identities up. Yo, I don't want my kid being shown. Like, what the fuck? Do your fucking job. Do your fucking job. Do what the fuck you're there for. You're not there to be filming TikTok videos. Some of these teachers get so out of it, they let the kids go on the tables and start doing TikTok dances. This is not what people pay for. Tax-paying money, like dollars, all that shit. This is not what school is about. It's not about you letting these kids run a fucking mock and then you guys using them for whatever the fuck you need. This one got female students around him like he's a fucking king from Egypt, taking his braids out for a hair appointment. And by the way, he did a follow-up video where his students are just crying. I'm not gonna say if I for sure know that he got fired, but yeah, he was like crying in a follow-up video and shit like that. And it's like, hey, boy, please get the fuck out of here. Do your fucking job. You're a teacher, okay? And yeah, I can see why you're being criticized. It's just fucking ridiculous. It really fucking is. I'm tired of teachers doing this shit. They want some views. They use the kids as fucking props and shit like that. You have a job. You went to college. Excuse me. I'm just bending down to get something to drink. You went to college. We know what you went to college for. And you're out here, trying to get fucking famous over some TikTok videos. It's crazy. It's fucking bonkers. Do your fucking job. I think he mentioned, maybe if it was all boys, nobody would say nothing. Are we gonna go there? Are we gonna go there? I don't think we want to go there, right? We don't want to go there. Yeah, we won't do that. Guys, I'm going to be back with, I might double up. I might double up and do another video, maybe tomorrow, the day after. Give you guys more on the latest of what's going on because I was like 2 weeks behind. For everything else that I didn't talk about, head over to blackroommedia.com. Oh, NBA Youngboy. NBA Youngboy. I was like, oh, should I talk about it? Should I not? But yeah, he was currently being held on bail. Really crazy, the charges that he's facing, over 60 charges. That includes felony and misdemeanor charges for allegedly running a prescription fraud ring. Really crazy what he's being accused of. And then on top of that, everybody thought he was being chill in his Utah mansion. By the way, he's selling that mansion, the mansion that we saw him in, where he had his interview with, I think it was Bootleg Kev, if I'm not mistaken. That's the same mansion that NBA Youngboy is selling. But yeah, everybody just thought he was being so peaceful. He was also supposed to be monitored through his ankle monitor as he's awaiting trial in New Orleans for other shit. Like, damn, take it easy. Allegedly, if you allegedly did all of this shit, take it easy. Pretty young man. Young man's got a lot ahead of him. So I hope he wouldn't be running a motherfucking muck and doing all this shit that the feds and the police are accusing him of. And that's crazy. While he's awaiting trial, he gets hit with all these charges. So yeah, they're trying to keep him behind bars and shit like that. But he's free. He's free. But not for too long. Because he's got to go back. And let's see. I'm definitely going to keep you guys updated on that. Because this is going to be really fucking crazy watching this trial with NBA YoungBoy, seeing who goes down. Let's see, does anybody go and turn against him? I don't know, because remember, he wasn't the only one that was arrested. Several other There are other co-defendants, and I don't know. Will they turn on him? Will they not? Guys, it's your girl Sin Stacks. I'm out the building. Follow me on social media. If you like this week's video, go ahead and like this video, and please subscribe so that you can stay updated on many more other videos. I'm out the motherfucking building. So, what does that mean? Means bye.